Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Boss with Famas, me versus Felix, and this is going to be a $10 money match. Also, if you want to go ahead and play money matches yourself, you can go ahead and check out the Coliseum Discord down below at the very top of the description, and let's go ahead and hop right in. So, you know, playing for 10, and then good luck, and then they win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And then they're going to go first. They're playing 60. I'm playing 40. We got Imperm, Gozen, Marincess, Pascalis, Eclipse, and Book of Moon. They have Tearlament, Scream, Foolish Burial Goods, Fenrir, Kelbeck, and then Assault Synchron. So I only have one hand trap here. It's Imperm. And then, yeah, I also open up Gozen going second, which like isn't the best, but I do have a lot of non-engines, so maybe I can try to like non-engine my way through and then flip Gozen. But they're going to start with Special Summon Fenrir, and then I noticed right away that they're playing 60. I'm like, okay, yup, this is, like, once they Special Fenrir, I'm like, okay, and then I see Foolish Burial Goods, it's like, alright, okay, it's just 60 card tier, which I'm actually less scared of than, like, a tier deck that would be closer to, like, 45, 40, just because I know their mills aren't going to be as good every time, and then they're going to go Trivi Karma, go grab Planet, and then activate Planet goes search, but I mean, I bet their deck still has like a lot of really good mills in it though. They're just not going to be like tier name mills. And then they're going to grab Shaylin, activate Scream, because this is the setup like I'm more scared of, is like Planet, Scream, and then like trying to get to like a tier trap, because that's kind of hard for Marincess to beat. I do have Book of Eclipse in my hand though, so like that like kind of deals with a lot of the tier stuff this time around. But you know, usually you don't just draw Book of Eclipse that deals with everything. Then they go Shaylin, discard Kelbeck, mill. They mill the Blackwing, Terraforming, and Scream, but this isn't the one you want to mill. All the other Blackwings have graveyard effects besides this one. This is the one that you play because it's level 6. And then new Chain Link, they're going to go Scream 1, Kelbeck 2, Scream 3. So they get the mill 3, they mill Tier Cash, Jet, Tier Cash, and then they get the mill 5. That mill Steam the Cloak. And then, you know, I was just deciding, like, am I just going to scoop? And I was like, you know what? I might be able to play through this. I got Book. And, like, Book of Eclipse is pretty good. I should be able to break a lot of the board. And I have Engine going. Also, they're making me mill, which actually helps me here because I get Blue Tang and Mandarin in the graveyard. And then they get to resolve their Scream to go search for Solic. And I also agreed putting Scream Chain Link 1 just because you want to mill Solic there. So... and then, I mean, they probably play 2 anyways, so like mill 1, and then you can add 1. But now they're going to go Tier Cash Effect, mill 2. That mills Diviner. Then they're going to go Fenrir Effective Search, so Fenrir to go search out Tearlament Kashtira. And then they're going to activate Tearlament Kashtira, Special Summon, and Banish. And then they're going to banish Scream, Effect, mill 3. And then that's going to mill nothing. And then activate the Jet, discard Assault. Special summon out, and you know, they're not going for any assault lines there, probably because they milled this. Otherwise maybe they would try, because you know, that's Beatrice. You just make the Blackwing synchro, dump, banish, summon 6 Beatrice. But now they're gonna go into Excel, and then they go Excel effect here, and I'm gonna go ahead and imperm that. But I actually want to think about this because I thought about it more afterwards. And I wasn't sure if this is the right play. I mean, I finished this match like literally 4 minutes ago. But let me think. Yeah, I was like imperm that, stop Baron. I was also, I didn't even know what else they were trying to go for there. But I guess maybe they could have brought out the assault, went for Blackwing, and then Blackwing effect the dump. But then it becomes level 4 if they dump Zephyros, and Zephyros bounce. Yeah, I don't know what they get out of that. So maybe I just let Excel go through, let them combo, and just hold Imperm. Maybe that was the play. Just because on my turn, I have Imperm that could just bait Baron. So maybe instead of trying to prevent Baron, I just stop Baron itself. Because then also I have, you know, if I go like draw phase, Imperm, I also have Book of Moon to try to deal with like a Time Thief Redoer. And then I have Eclipse to kind of like, you know, clean up the rest of the board. So I probably should have just held Imperm there and not had used it. Yeah, that's what I think. Yep, should have just held the Imperm. Okay. And then they're going to go Steam the Cloak, Tribute, Special Summon, and then now they can go activate Assault, banish, special summon out the Excel. Okay. And then after that, they're going to link off, go in the Dark Charmer, and then steam the Cloak effect to special summon out a token. So I don't have a Dark Engrave, they're just doing that to get to a Sprint. So then summon Sprint effect. And then that's okay, so that's going to go dump Merly. And then they're going to get the Merly effect to go ahead and fuse. So Merly, put back itself, put back the Blackwing, bring out Mud Dragon. And then they don't, do anything there. There's no point of playing a pop, and they didn't have anything good engraved. They could have went for a Redoer, but they just go set, and then pass. I draw Desires. It's like, okay, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good draw. I like a draw 1 into a draw 2. Never complained about that. And then my banish is here. I banish Wave. I played 2 Wave in this build, so I still have 1 left. 2 dive, I have 1 left. Battle Ocean, gone. And I have multiples of those, of course. And then I draw Seahorse and Spring Girl, which is just crazy. It's like, alright, yeah. Like, just give me, like, insane draws. I didn't even need those, though. Like, 1 extra body would have been nice. But it's not even necessary there. Yeah, because I already have all the bodies it takes to be able to go up into wiping their whole field, including Scream Planet, without drawing either of those. Because I can go, like, normal, link off, and go, oh, wait, do I? Yeah. Because I can go, like, normal Pascalis, Sea Angel, dive, Blue Tang effect, I guess just dump anything, dump like Seahorse or something, and then I can go Link in the Coral effect, summon back, Slug, add back Seahorse, special. I could even go for Spring Girl, banish level 4. You get the point. World Sea plus a Link next to it, so that way I can banish stuff and then pop. Then, yeah, so I book Eclipse the field, which just means, like, there's no interruptions. So now it's just like, alright, play the game. Pascalis, bring out Spring Girl. But also, play the game is a lot more easier than it seems, because I've only been, like, playing this deck for the last, like, I tried it yesterday. Because I was going to play this deck a lot more, like, 2 months ago or 3 months ago, and then I was like, I'm not going to do that. Now I'm back on the Marin says hype. But I mill Seahorse plus Mandarin there. Yeah, I'm clean. And then grab Spring Girl. And then there I go Spring Girl effect. Banish Mandarin. Special summon out. Mandarin. Special summon itself out. Overlay. Go up in the Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark effect. Detach. Special out Totally Awesome. And then link off. Go up into the Coral effect, special back out the Blue Tang, and then Blue Tang effect to go dump the 3rd Mandarin. Yep, do play 3 of this. I like this card a lot. This card's nice. And then link up in the Marbled Rock, and then go effects, add back Spring Girl, and then, look at the top 3 cards, add a Spring Girl. So, I'm nice. I hit the Blue Tang and the Spring Girl, I know. Marbled Rock effect to go ahead, add back the Blue Tang. And then, yep, tell them what they know in hand. Go up into the Great Bubble Reef effect, discard Spring Girl, bring out Mandarin, and then link into the World Sea. And then I go World Sea effect, and then I just like move my field around, and then their field. Mud Dragon's gonna come back. I was actually typing it like as I was happening. I was gonna say like put Mud Dragon in the middle. And then I was able to out Mud Dragon with Toad. World Sea, because I haven't made the Sea Angel yet or anything to grab dive, so I still have activate, like make Sea Angel, and then those 2 are co-linked. That pops Scream plus Planet, so they have Solic set, Solic in hand, and then their top deck I have like Toad, Book, Gozen. I wipe everything else. I have like tons of follow up. Yeah, so that's what I would have there, and then. Also, I could also go for the, that's it. I was thinking if I could go for anything else, like, I get Triangle there to get Wave, but that's it. Yeah, so I get to go for Toad, Wave, Gozen, Book, and then follow up. So then they go ahead and admit defeat. So moving on into game 2 now. They said I think YuGiOh would have played too hard in the nib, but I saw Eclipse already. That was a bit dumb from me. Yeah, it was fine though, cause I would have beat that anyways. But then you have Dark Ruler, Book, Failure, Wave, Imperm. They have Tear Cash, Super Poly, Meta Noise, Assault, and Rhino. So my hand, I have no engine. Like I can't normal summon anything and get to my extra deck. I did side down to 1 Marincess Wave in this game just because, I don't want like too many trap cards in my deck going stuck in it. But you still obviously have to have this in your deck at all times. Here they go, Rhino effect. And here I decided to Imperm. I don't think I should have done that just because they are playing the build with less mills. Like their build, so okay, there's like 2 different builds of tier, 2 different ways to build tier. One, it's like your deck has a lot of good draws. You have Assault Synchron, you have Tuning, you have Revolution, you have yada yada yada. Or your deck has infinite good mills and you're playing like the Shaddolls, just a bunch of different stuff, a bunch of engine. And I should have just been like, okay, yeah, like sure, all they're gonna do is mill 2 here. So I should just let that go through. Even though like the rest of my hand like could stop them, I should just let it go through. I realized that like instantly. I was like, oh, they were just gonna mill like 2 spells anyways. They were just gonna mill trash anyways. Now they're gonna go for the Blackwing with the Assault Synchron, and this effect tries to send a Blackwing monster on summon. So I have to Veiler that, otherwise it's Beatrice. And I almost just hard lose to a single Beatrice right now. So I like have to stop that. Then they go activate Tear Cash, banish, special summon Tear Cash effect, mill 3, and then that mills Medora, Talents, and Assault Synchron, which that Medora is scary. That Medora is definitely scary. I draw Seahorse. I'm like, okay. So my plan here was I was going to go like normal summon out Seahorse, and then Seahorse, go up into I could go up into like Sea Angel, grab Dive, activate Dive, they chain Medora, wipe out my Seahorse, pass, just get that Medora used, or I could go for Blue Slug. Either way, just get that Medora used and out of there. But then on normal summon, they go Super Poly. Super Poly is really good against this deck. They're going to go in the Mud Dragon, Tear Cash effect, mill 2, and then that mills King of the Swamp and Tear Cash, and then I go set Book of Moon, pass turn. They draw Tear Planet. They start by going in the Baron, and I'm like, okay, Baron effect, target, chain Book of Moon, and then they're going to chain the effect, which does hurt. Yeah, it does hurt. Like, maybe I should just, like, not set Book in the first place. I kind of just wasn't thinking about them just going straight in the Baron, to be honest. So, I probably should have just held Book of Moon in hand, been like, okay, Baron gets slapped on the field, that's fine. I have Dark Ruler to deal with it. Using Book on it, isn't the greatest because that just means they're for sure going to be tagging out. And if they're tagging out in the Tear Cash, that means they're milling 3 more, which, like, that's scary, especially with King of the Swamp in the grave. So that should have just been left in hand. That was a misplay. And then they're going to go activate Tear Planet. But once they activated Tear Planet, or once they drew Tear Planet, it just never mattered, like, if I set Book or not, but should have stayed in hand. Normal Rhino dump Havness. Havness effect, I admit defeat, just because Havness goes up into any fusion, like Rukalos, and then, 3-5, 2-3, it's game. So going on into game number 3 now. I decided to go first. Opening hands, I got Seahorse, Imperm, Spring Girl, Ash, Desires. They have Shaylin, Pressured Planet, King of the Swamp, Harpies, and Thrust. So I start my turn off with the main phase Pot of Desires, just because this can change your play a lot. Hitting like Blue Tang, Pascalis. If you hit Battle Ocean, you can go search Dive. If you hit Dive, you go search Battle Ocean. And then I draw into Droll and Spring Girl. And then looking at the banishes, I do hit both Marincess Wave. So I don't have access to that card anymore this match, which really sucks. Obviously, like a 2 of with Desires, it's like a 3% chance to hit both. So I'm always taking that risk. And, sometimes you get hit with that low percentage. And then also I lost Battle Ocean. So I really lost the ability to set up solid interruptions with my engine because of that Desires, which does suck. Like, I'm still obviously going to play this card. I want to activate this card every game, even if this happens sometimes. And then I also hit 1 dive, so I have 1 dive in deck for the spell trap. And then, you know, I lose 1 of these, but that's fine, because the monsters don't matter if you hit them, because I play 3 of each. Okay, then up next, normal summon out Spring Girl, use that, go in the Blue Slug, Spring Girl, hit Mandarin, which, you know, I'm just crazy, make them burn for 200, and then special out Seahorse, and then I go Seahorse and the Sea Angel effect, go grab the Marincess Dive. I also did think about something though. I thought about this like not after the match, but like while like the end of the turn was going on. I thought like maybe there's a world where I don't start with Blue Slug, add back Spring Girl. But I mean, I always have to start with a Blue Slug there, right? Because if I start with Sea Angel, I just lose to a hand trap. Not necessarily, because I have another Spring Girl. So am I supposed to start with Sea Angel, grab Dive? Okay. Yes. Sea Angel, grab Dive. And then activate Dive, summon back out Spring Girl. Use those 2, go on the Coral, blah blah blah. And then I can go special Spring Girl, banish the Sea Angel, go in the Shark in the Toad. And then I guess I can just go special summon out Seahorse, and then go in the Slug there, and then add back. And then I have okay, yeah, that seems pretty good. That's Toad plus Link. Yeah, okay, that's what I should have gone for. Yep. I realized it, like, after I was playing. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty clean line. But Coral, bring back Sea Angel, and then use those, go in the Marbled Rock, and then Coral effect, add back Seahorse, and then go Dive, summon out Mandarin, and then Marbled Rock effect, add back Dive. Okay. Said, mind telling me what you added at the end of turn. I said, yup. Go into the Great Bubble Reef, then set Imperm, end phase, show them the 3 that I had, and then pass. They draw Rhino. I go effect, banish, draw into Eclipse. I really wish I would have had that Eclipse set before, because, you know, Eclipse in hand plus draw is like the combo. You know, I would have got hit with Harpies, so guess it's good I didn't have that, right? Go Harpies, MST the Imperm, and then there, they go Pressured Planet, and then Pressured Planet's fine. They grab Fenrir, I drop Droll. I really thought about ashing that, just because the Fenrir itself, this card isn't supposed to be that much, like, pressure, but it is, because I don't have Wave. Like, without Wave, it is a lot harder to do what Marincess needs to do, because the Great Bubble Reef, it gains 600, so this card's at 32 every time. It's at 32, and if you activate Wave, it's unaffected. So you have like an unaffected 32 body, and if they out it, you usually will have the triangle engraved then, so you have follow-up engraved. But this can also turn in the World Seed, and it can bring back like a banished one. So it's just, yeah, it was hard, because there was no Wave. But they're gonna go special summon Fenrir, then activate Shaylin, and then Shaylin, discard King of the Swamp, and like maybe I should have just ashed that then, and like prayed that there was nothing else. Yeah, like maybe I should have just ashed Shaylin then, and pray that nothing else gets hit. But they mill Zephyros, Tear Cache, Planet, and they go activate Tear Cache effect, and then that's gonna go ahead and hit Zonda the Dusk, and Assault Synchron. And then they go normal summon out Rhino effect, and then I go ahead and I ash that. Otherwise, they just like, you know, fuse, go up into that, and then they see easy line for game. So I was hoping that maybe they wouldn't see an easy line for game. Banish summon, I was like, okay, well hopefully they just mess up really bad, because, you know, they also have like Zephyros body too, and I don't have anything to stop them. So then they just go battle phase here. And then, obviously, I mean, like, 18, 26, 27, and then try to go for game with the Shaylin, and then I lose there, so I go ahead and I say run back. They said GG, and then yep, they couldn't do the run back, so unfortunate. But yeah, that's going to be it for the match. I do lose there. The Toad line would have helped a lot, because if I had Toad there, the odds of me dying go down like 100, not 100%, but like 90%. Just because Toad's hard to end the game through. So yeah, that was a misplay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I should have played that a little bit differently. That was so tough though. I was a little bit tilted when I banished both Wave and Battle Ocean. I was like, oh my god, you're not doing this to me right now. Yeah, but there was still a way to play it better. That's fair. I don't know, I might end up spreadsheeting this deck for myself just because, like, there's, like, random combos. There's, like, random, like, 3-card combos. Like, that double Spring Girls Seahorse line. Like, that's a pretty clean line. So I need to learn that. It's, like, you know, Spring Girl, Link 1 in the Sea Angel. Because usually if you open Seahorse, you want to make Slugs. So that way you can special Seahorse under that. But I guess if you have another Spring Girl, you can afford to banish your other Spring Girl. Because, like, that one won't come up. Yeah, that one won't come up. So then that gives you access to the Bahamut Shark Toad line. And Toad's really good, because they can't kill you through Toad. And then Toad also gets the add back. And also, Toad adding back, like, even a Link isn't bad. Like, I was playing this deck yesterday, and I was getting to points where I was going, like, Link, Coral, and the Marbled Rock, Coral effect, put back Blue Slug, Marbled Rock effect, put back Coral. And I was just, like, refilling my extra deck for the next turn, because I already refilled my hand. But maybe my extra deck just needs to change a little bit too. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.